If you can drive baseline and have the right spacing, you're going to create opportunities for easy dunks like this and wide open catch and shoot threes. There's only 3 reads you have to make, and this video is going to teach you how to make them. If you can beat your defender off the bounce, you need to locate the help defender, which is typically going to be in the paint. If he doesn't come over and stop you, finish it. But more times than not, you are going to get a help defender that comes over to stop you, and when you do, the first read that we need to locate is right in the front of the rim. This movement is called a tee up, as in teeing up a dunk. It'll usually be done by a post player, but it can be done by anyone who's close to that spot, and you want to get right to the front of the rim, because when you do and that help defender comes over, that spot is wide open. The 2 key components to this is having good timing by the guy teeing up and anticipation by the guard to know he'll be open. The other 2 places that we've got to get located are the corner on the opposite side, which is known as the hammer, because the pass made from the ball handler to the opposite corner is known as a hammer pass, and we need to get in the slot, which is also referred to as the wing. It's just the area free throw line extended and maybe a few steps above. The great thing about being in the slot is if there's nobody teeing up, you can occupy that space by 45 cutting. To understand what a 45 cut is, make sure you go and check out the video in the top right corner where we broke down what a 45 cut is. So the tee-up should always be your first read, but if the help defender comes over and the tee-up is taken away, your next read should always be the hammer pass. In my opinion, I think that corner spacing is really important, because when somebody drives, as you can see, when all this help comes, it's hard to throw the ball to the slot, so we need to drift to the corner to make that pass more available. Here you're going to see a great example of why the slot is important now. On this drive, 2 people actually go to help, but the hammer man just cut through and wasn't to his spot yet, and so the slot man ended up being the one who was open for a catch and shoot 3. So when you're driving, these are the 3 spots you have to look for. On this baseline penetration, when help comes, you first locate your tee-up if he's covered, then you look hammer, and then you have the slot. And this is probably one of the greatest plays in basketball. When you throw the hammer, you one-time it to the slot for a catch and shoot 3. And when it comes to those 2 spots, it doesn't always have to go hammer to slot. Here you're going to see baseline penetration, a bunch of people come to help, there's the hammer and the slot. He decides to throw it to the slot man, and he one-times it to the corner for a 3. This is one of the best clips you'll see for baseline penetration. There's the drive, here comes the help. You can see the hammer sliding to the corner to become available. As the ball gets kicked out to the hammer, he doesn't have an open shot, so he drives, kicks it back to the same man. There's the help. You have 2 guys to guard 3 people on the backside. Tee up, hammer, slot, and as you can see, the tee-up man is the one who's open. This is the reason why you can see live games where guys drive downhill and it looks like they just turn and throw the ball to a spot and a guy just seems to be open. It's all based on these 3 reads. As we break this down, you see Wilson drives, there's the help, you have a tee-up man, and you have a hammer. Because that defender from Duke comes over and takes away the tee-up, he knew the hammer was open. If you thought this was good, hit that like button for me and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for coming through. We'll see you next time in the film room.